Hey, it's Mike, and welcome to the pre-market report. Right now, the S&P 500 is up almost 1/4 of 1%. That's after a fractional gain that we had on Friday. You look over the past 5 days, the S&P 500 has done really well. It's had four back-to-back winning days in a row. It's going to look like we may get a run at having five straight winning days on the S&P 500, which will be really great, especially after the dip we had over the past month. If we can move a little higher now, we'll be really confidently at a new short-term high um, and a new 52-week high, and that would actually allow us to move even higher and really maybe start off what I thought would be an April rally a couple of weeks early. Right now, the 10-year note is actually down to 1.61, so we don't have to worry about the 10-year note hurting us right now. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ, because NASDAQ was down on Friday. However, it is up a little less than 1/4 of 1%. So the Nasdaq has had a little more challenges than the S&P 500, probably because it's been rising faster than the S&P 500 over the past 6 months. So it's it's got a little more damage to work out. You can see here the 52-week high is at 338. It's currently at 315. It's got a lot more work to do. So we may see some more continued rotation into sort of large cap stocks at the moment. So if you're looking to buy, you may just want to wait a little bit on the tech stocks because there might be a little more work to do on those stocks. Now, you got to take a look at the Russell 2000 here. It is up a little better. Russell 2000 been performing really well. It's up 0.4%. It was up almost 0.6%. It's up near its 52-week high, so it looks like we're getting a lot of action in on the small cap stocks, which is good for a lot of people who watch my channel, because I know a lot of you are into small caps as well as myself. So you look over the past month here, really good chart over the past month, and then over the past 6 months, this is about as nice as of a chart as you can get here. And it looks like if it does break out, it can break out significantly higher. It could probably make a move up, maybe a 3% move over the next month, which would be really good. So if you do want to start looking to buy, then you might take a look at some of those small cap stocks, maybe that have been beaten down pretty hard. You might be able to get a good deal on those. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold right now, which is up. That might be a little bit of a warning sign here, because when gold usually goes up, that means that you have a lot of investors who are kind of hedging their bets. Maybe they're buying stocks and they're buying gold in case the market does roll over. So just keep that in mind, that gold is up. Gold was flat on Friday, which was actually a pretty good sign. That kind of gives continued momentum to the stock market. You look over the past 5 days, you did see a spike up in gold here, which kind of makes sense because we had a lot of volatility in the market. And you look over the past month, gold has been down, and then over the past 6 months, gold has been falling. Now, I do believe that this decade, gold will actually do well. I think we will have some measure of inflation, which will be a long-term positive for gold. But right now, it looks like there's just a lot of momentum with stocks, so people are willing to take some risks here. Probably the biggest mover that we've had in the pre-market right now has been Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been on a real wild ride. It was as high as 61,000 over the weekend. And then this morning it was sitting at around 58,000. Then it moved all the way down to like 55,500. Really took a big dip here. I think one of the reasons why over the weekend you don't have a lot of big investors getting into Bitcoin, and they saw that Bitcoin spiked over 60,000, head to 61,000, so they want to knock it down so they can accumulate Bitcoin at a lower price. So I don't think this is like a horrible sign for Bitcoin. I just think, the big boys want to get into Bitcoin under 60,000 before it begins its next leg higher. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm actually going to look at buying more of the Bitcoin mining stocks today, and Canaan Creative, which is a Bitcoin mining maker. So overall, the markets are looking really good. It's a really positive sign that the S&P 500 is, at almost at its 52-week high. It looks like there's some good momentum across the board here. So, and another thing, with the 10-year being down to 1.61, that's actually really good. So a lot of things going on. Yes, gold is rising a little bit, but that's to be expected. I mean, S&P 500 has been up 4 days in a row. So what I'm thinking is we may just get a little bit of chopping trading today. I think everything will be fine. We probably will have modest gains, but I do think over in April we should get a really strong rally. Don't really know what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks, but everything is setting up pretty well. So The only thing I can be sure of is I don't think we're going to have a correction anytime soon, or I don't think we're going to have a bad dip in the market. If we do get a pullback, it should be a pretty modest pullback. So that's what's going on with the markets right now. I will be doing more updates, posting, not doing videos, but posting on my updates here and also on my Discord. So go ahead and check those out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you very much. Bye.